Andre, how's it going?
I can't complain, man. Happy Sunday to you. Ready to get these questions in. A lot of football going on this Sunday afternoon. Well, about to be afternoon. I'm ready, man. How about yourself?
Happy Sunday, doing well. Excited to have another installment here of two things. So, two things, two questions. First question: you are Lamar Jackson's agent. You are with him helping to structure, negotiate this upcoming deal he's got coming his way. The guy is resetting what it means to be a fantasy superstar. He's, I think, about to reset the market for the quarterback position. Walk us through what that looks like.
Well, if I'm the agent, I would advise my player, my guy I'm representing, yo, let's take the money or at least let's work out a negotiated deal before the season start. Because you God forbid anything happen to you in the NFL. It's the most ruthless sport. All you got to do is get hurt one time and you're done. If they feel as though they can't use you no more. But Lamar Jackson is rewriting the script. He is betting on himself. He put all his chips in on himself and he's cashing out, baby. He gonna cash out if he continue with the season he's having right now. He's in his MVP form. We could argue about him being MVP. Others too, rightfully so. But right now, Lamar Jackson on fire, man. And to do it without a fucking contract next season as a safety net, man. Don't let that man finish this season healthy and stop piling those numbers up, man. He doing it on his feet and he doing it on his arm, man. God bless Lamar Jackson. Y'all better pay him in Baltimore.
No doubt, no doubt. So we know that Deshaun Watson got secured a $230 million fully guaranteed bag,
fully guaranteed.
Right? So, I mean, I have to imagine that Lamar is looking at resetting the market to something to the effect of 250. I think that was what was being discussed this past summer. But nonetheless, I think that anybody that's watching this guy this year understands that the game, for me, watching him, it always seems like the game is slow for him because he just has an ability to, I think, navigate football in a way that we don't see many players sort of navigate the game and the angles of the game. But
one thing you can give credit to is the coaches for simplifying the game down and utilizing his strengths. Too many, in my opinion, coaches try to implement their brand of football, their strategy versus just going with the quarterback strengths. I mean, some guys get in the way of their own team. Lamar Jackson has a great coaching staff that allow him to be great in situations, and he's definitely improved as a pocket passer as well when that was the biggest knock on him. So he looks good from the arm throwing, hitting Duvernay, hitting Bateman, hitting Andrews, and if he need to, he can get it on his legs, man. This guy's an animal. He has something to prove. He will reset that quarterback market. He will get his just due.
I'm with you. And look, as noted, he has been resetting the fantasy threshold this year. He is my fantasy quarterback. This week, I have your Philadelphia Eagles as my fantasy defense against the Jacksonville Jaguars. So, second question, how we looking, how we feeling against the Jaguars this week with the Birds?
I feel good, man. This is our second revenge game in a week. Last week, we got rid of that stiff Carson Wentz. Couldn't do a damn thing. They had him blanketed. Looked like the old gangrene defenses from the early 90s, man. I ain't going to go that far, but we do look good. Against Dougie P, coming back to the link, somebody who's familiar with some of the players, he was here. He won a chip here. Those guys in Jacksonville going to try to play hard for him so that they can leave here with a W. But they ain't getting that. They getting an L, a big fat one. They ain't going to do nothing with that defense. We got the best corner tandem in football. We have one of the best linebacking cores in football. Our front four is the best in football, in my opinion. We're stacked from every facet on defense. Safety, corner, linebacker, defensive end. Those guys in Jacksonville are in trouble.
Look, I'm excited to see this Trevor Lawrence guy further develop his game. I mean, week to week, some weeks this guy looks like, he could be an all-pro. And then other weeks, this guy just looks like he's spending a lot of time washing his hair. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, what's going, I mean,
I feel you, man. I feel you.
Let's be honest. So, it'll be an interesting one, but I'm with you about Doug Peterson. You got a lot of guys still on that roster, Kelsey, Fletch Cox, that were on that Super Bowl roster. So it'll be interesting to see some extra energy in that game this week.
Oh, them guys, man. Listen, Howie Roseman talked to them. Don't let this guy come in here and wipe shit on the carpet. Don't let him do that. You don't allow nobody to come in your home and wipe poop on your carpet. You don't do that. Yeah, we not playing with these guys today. They're gonna get a heavy dosage of hurts. It's gonna hurt today. And though the conditions outside is it's raining. It's hard rain at times. It might be a rushing offense today with a little passing. Who knows? But even with that, this Eagles team is unstoppable. This might be the most well-constructed Eagles team. And I'm talking about under the Andy Reid era, even the championship we won. We're loaded at every position. And it's hard to say that in the NFL. This was a marvelous job by Howie Roseman. Marvelous.
1,000%. Devonta Smith making plays all over the place.
Man, skinny Batman.
AJ Brown, Quez. I mean, it's an exciting roster to watch. It is must-see TV. I feel like that has become a modern era cliche, but the Philadelphia Eagles, without question, are that this season.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. One thing I will say that I don't like, I will address. The media love us right now. And it's going to be a lot of people waiting on us to fall, because then they're going to be like, oh, I knew those bastards weren't shit. And, that's going to come. But the way the NFC is constructed, Tampa Bay is going to be in the long run. You still got to deal with the Antichrist, Tom Brady. You still got to deal with Aaron Rodgers. These guys can win road playoff games. I can't say that about Aaron Rodgers because he hasn't done shit. He has not been regular season Aaron Rodgers in the playoffs. So I know I'm jumping the gun by talking playoff talk, but the way it's looking right now, the Eagles look unstoppable, and their schedule is very favorable to the team. Very favorable.
No, look, I mean, coming out of this week, a lot of teams are already starting to kind of, I think, establish themselves. It's a chunk of the season already in the rearview mirror. I'm in agreement with you that the Antichrist TB12.
Yes, sir.
He's pliable. They're re-signing wide receivers off the street as we speak.
Oh my God, it's bad in Tampa Bay, man.
I mean, it doesn't matter, but Tom Brady will throw them open. And I gotta say that the Tampa D has got to fire. If you're somebody that enjoys watching football, Tampa Bay's defense should fire you up.
Absolutely, they have a nice stout defense. That defense was championship level defense. Even last year with the loss to the Rams, those guys play hard. And Todd Bowles is a defensive coach. He's going to put those guys in the best positions possible. So I do like Tampa Bay defense, but you got to score points in this league. And you're not going to get it done with the Scotty Millers and the Breaks as your primary weapons.
Cameron Brake coming over the top.
Come on, man. Stop it. Tom Brady, he was pissed. He was cursing Scotty Miller out. That guy, man. Look, when Godwin come back, if he come back healthy, Evans come back, these guys get nicked up every year, damn near. But when it's time, late in the season, December, November football, when it's deep in the trenches, they're going to be reliable, and you got to watch out for Tampa Bay. So you can't sleep on those guys. But as of right now, the Eagles look like the best team in football.
Well, look, last week, you and I both said it, Birds, Bucks, NFC title game. So I think, we're still on track for something along those lines.
We on track. We on track. Hey, man, the NFC South trash. They all trash there. The NFC West, San Fran is in shambles, man. They do got Jimmy G back, but You know what I mean? They missing a lot of players. Kittles is hurt. You know what I mean? These guys are banged up right now, but as the season get longer and progressing, getting to the later stages of the season, when people are healthy and stuff like that, then it's gonna be stacked. But I like the Eagles against anybody.
Well, I'm hyped for this week. I'm hyped for Dougie P to return to the link. So let's see the Birds rack up another W this week. Go Birds!
Let's go, man. Let's go. I'm looking at a 27 to 27-14 or 27-17. 27-17 Eagles over the Jaguars.
You know what? I'm gonna take 27-14. We'll see who pans out right here.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it, man.
All right, man. Well, yo, great tapping in as always.
You already know, man. I'm always tapping. You a supporter of mine, so I'm a supporter of yours, bro.
All right, man. We'll see you next week.
All right, we will do it next week, bro.
All right, talk to you soon.
All right.
All right.